Yo, what's up? Good morning from the Pacific Northwest. Welcome to the first episode of the Old Man Still Can vlog, or whatever you want to call this. Not really a podcast, but it's a recording. Anyway, let's get this rolling. Again, welcome. You know, I've had this channel for a while. Been meaning to do some videos, and you know, long story short, it's the appropriate time to do this. Got some things in progress, irons in the fire, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is welcome to my mobile studio. You know, like they say, in a variety of things. You know, whether you're gonna start working out or start doing something new, the first step is to start doing it, and then progress to getting better, right? If you don't just start at where you're at, you wait for the perfect moment, you may never get there because you're always waiting for everything to be perfect. So you got to decide when things are perfect enough and just do it. So anyway, that's why I'm starting now. Got the iPhone 17, has this dual capability, as you can see. I like this is the easy way. Anyway, let's get started. So what is Old Man Still Can? Let's just get to the bare basics. Old Man Still Can is about continuous learning, right? Just keep moving forward, keep learning. You know, a long story short, and there's many reasons behind the Old Man Still Can mantra, but if you follow me, and that's okay if you don't. Wow, look at this guy. Let's just fucking pull out. All on camera. Anyway, where we're at, I know that was distracting, right? But this is what I'm going. Old Man Still Can. Yes, it's about the still can aspect, and it's also about the aspect that age is a mindset, right? Yeah, I know we're gonna run into physical limitations. You may gain weight, you may not, you may have some other health issues, but the goal is to keep moving, right? Keep learning. You know, I feel like we're in such a fascinating time to be alive. Man, we got AI. Who thought? I know they thought, I don't know, when I was growing up, I guess, right, imagination, cartoons thought we'd be doing Jetson stuff. And we kind of are, but it's just not in the cartoon world, which is, you know, fine. But the fact that we have this large language models that we can learn from, soaking up all this data, it's scary and it's exciting, but, you know, it's a tool. You can use it for what it's worth, right? It can be your personal tutor, or you can use it to I don't know, do other things and express your creativity. You know, I know a lot of people, and I'm not even trying to go off on AR in this tangent. Just, you know, when I think about it, you know, I'm not an artist, and I'm not claiming to be, but at least that the interesting thing is that just a few words, and I can bring up a crazy idea I had, like just a crazy image. You know, just put in a couple words. That's the neat thing about the engines like Mid-Journey. But anyway, let's get back to what Old Man Still Can. Yeah, it's about keep moving, right? And I'll give you a little story. You know, when my mother passed away, my dad, he literally stopped moving. You know, he kind of gave up, right? I get it. The love of his life has passed away. Didn't see much. I don't know. I'm not sure what his mindset was. He was a very talkative guy, but the basics is, you know, he literally stopped moving. Rapid decline. When I say rapid, you know, maybe about a year, less than a year later, you know, health declined, right? Because he stopped moving, right? And then he passed away, right? He said he was ready, and, you know, basically said, stop resuscitating me, or, you know, I'm ready. And so we said, okay, Dad. And he left. And then on the opposite, right, you got my Filipino mother-in-law, who she's not, I mean, she doesn't go out work out, but she's active, right? People come see her, she goes out to see people. You know, she needs to collect rent, or, you know, just get out and do about. It's funny, I'm just laughing at the words I choose right now. I think that's the benefit thing of just doing the videos like this right now. I don't have to just sit there and stare at a screen or stare at something. You know, you got plenty to look around, help me keep my mind off the words that I use. Anyway, so she goes out and about, sees her family, and, you know, she's living the life to the best of her ability, right? Assorted, or aside from the health issues that she's experiencing. So that's kind of the gist, right? You know, old man still can. That's part of the life is movement, stillness is death thing, right? Just like still water, right? Still water goes stagnant. Rivers stay dynamic and moving, and, you know, breathes life, right? Fish and the whole ecosystem. So, right, that's one aspect. You know, another aspect is, you know, again, it applies to longevity, right? You got to keep moving. Again, still waters, dynamic water, all that. What else? There's so much cool stuff that we can cover. And if you hop on Instagram, you know, that's just another reason to find motivation. Because you'll see all kinds of incredible stories. Fitness influencers that are getting their parents who are 60s and 70s working out. You'll see 40 and 50, 60, 70-year-old CrossFitters or power lifters. It's amazing, right? And, you know, maybe in further future videos we'll get into the importance of, you know, movement, strength. You know, there's lots of studies out there that we can get into. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. We're gonna keep this style of videos for a while, but hopefully progressively my vocabulary and speaking skills will get better. You know, it is what it is right now. Oh, another thing is, right, we got cryptocurrency. I know everybody's kind of curious about that. I think there's a lot of people my age and older in Twitter, because that's kind of where the crypto crowd hangs out. Well, there's probably a lot more spaces than TikTok, but I know there is definitely I guess I'd say a somewhat large crypto community on Twitter. So that's where I'm mostly at. So I've been hanging out. I'm involved with a group, a DAO. Right, we'll go into what that is in a different video. And I'm slowly learning. You know, I don't know all the details on what exactly the blockchain is. You know, again, that's topic for another video. And I keep on repeating that. But yeah, so I'm actively, you know, playing with AI. AI helps me with my scripts. You know, I'm getting back to working out for a long while, and I think I'll talk about it in the next video. I wasn't working out. You know, my buddy passed away. That was some motivation, and, you know, a couple other things. But, you know, I'm back on track. I'm learning about crypto, hitting the gym, doing other stuff, feeling good. And, you know, I'm ready to help promote the word of still, old man still can, emphasis on the still can, right? We still got plenty of life, you know. I think my generation will be living longer, and maybe the generation under us, I don't know. I'm not gonna look that deep into stuff, but, you know, we're in an amazing time to be alive. Different type of work environments. We have more kind of leisure time. I guess that depends on the economic class. I don't know, man. All I'm saying, life is a little bit different, and it's not as hard as maybe some of our grandparents were. Or great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents, where farm life was farm life. Get up, do work all day, I don't know, come home, relax, sing a song, you know, no TV, and then go to bed and get up and start it all over. Right now we get to have a little bit more leisure time, and instead of our work being our workout, we go to gyms and we stay active that way. Man, anyway, I'm looking forward to get this going. And you can probably see my German Shepherd 3-year-old Gigi in the back. You might hear her whimpering. That's because we're getting close. Whimpering or whining. We're getting close to the parks that we go to every morning. This could be another anyway, could be another place to do walking videos. I don't know. So I just need to get started. I know that. And I hope this inspires you to get started, to do something new. And if you're interested in learning about a bunch of stuff, or learning about, like, am I too old to learn about crypto? Or am I too old to start Muay Thai? Am I too old to do grappling? Am I too old to do this or that? The answer is no. And hopefully, man, I would love to start collaborating with some people, because there's some great people out there with some videos. It'd be cool to get with those people. I don't know, do a podcast, do a space. Oh, that's another thing. So in my profile, if you follow me, I'll be posting links to our Twitter space. That's where, again, remember I said I was working with a DAO, and I'll explain what that is. And the name of the group is a Saga DAO Alpha Club. That's where we shine the spotlight on these really cool blockchain projects, you know, and it doesn't matter if it's Solana or Bitcoin or Ethereum or AVAX. We just want to shine the light on cool projects that all about learning more, helping community, and just doing really cool stuff. All right. So anyway, we are here. As you can see, I'm kind of just driving around. This is our favorite place to go walking. And Gigi's ready. I'm surprised. Gigi, come up here. Come on, say bye before you come here? Okay, no, she's just staring at me. All right. Oh, there she is. All right, anyway, see you guys.